everybody, this is Sam Burge, and this is a part 2 update of my Nemesis cosplay I've been working on. Right now in the mix, hoping that everything's gone right because I had a little bit of a problem with PayPal. I ordered my Nemesis jacket, so I'm just waiting for that to come in. But to hold that off, I did have the actual #1 prop come in, and that was the minigun. I did a lot of research on how I wanted to go about this, and I've had a few ideas and they didn't work out as best because of budget, because this is one of the cosplays. If I wanted to get the jacket, I was going to have to go a little bit cheaper on the props. And unlike my Deadpool costume, which will be at the end of the video if you want to check that out, there was a few things that was concerning to me. Is the minigun prop. I wanted it to look good but not toy-like. I didn't want it to look too fake. I wanted to have some realism. I had mixed feelings about the prop itself, and I was going with the minigun. The reason why I went with the minigun is it is the gun I associate Nemesis with the most. I know he has a rocket launcher, but really honestly, when it comes down to it, I feel like Nemesis's main weapon has always been the minigun prop. So I'm going to show you some angles of the gun, and here's a picture of it before I give it the really, I think, a pretty badass paint job. So here it is before, and here soon we're going to just take some looks, some side angle looks, some different angle looks of this gun. And then I'll talk about the prop itself and show you what it can do and what I think of it for what it was worth. Okay everybody, so I want to talk about the gun itself. I gave the paint job itself to the gun, and I did a really what I thought was an interesting idea, because I've seen a couple of videos, is I sprayed painted this whole thing metallic silver. Then I went over and did a flat black. Then with that, I just sort of took a rag and sort of like half-assed did a paintbrush-like effect on it, like cut the edges up to give it some, like, fringe. And I sort of did that to give it that, like, how to say, like a metal gun, like, when a gun gets like the cobalt bluing on it, but when you scratch it, you see the silver under it, like it has that look. That's why I was basically wanting to go through this gun, is to give that look. I did everything that I could with it the best I could. I touched up. I did some like the silvering. I didn't want to make it too outstanding, but like give it a basic look due to the fact, you know, kind of I wanted to make it look good but not too good, but with a basic story behind it. Because my imaging of this was, you know, it's like, it's a minigun, yes, but you wouldn't want to get like a new Mustang and then take it to a derby kind of concept. My idea is this minigun was sort of just made, slapped together, boom. It's got one purpose. It doesn't need to be too fancy looking, just to get the job done kind of sort of situation. So in a way, I give it that look. It's got scratches, it's got the dings. You know, it looks like, you know, it's been used, roughed up against stuff, scraped, just to give it that worn, weathered look to it. So I really appreciate it for what it's worth. Talk to a little bit more about the gun itself. Actually, this gun is actually motorized in the bottom right here. It takes 6 AA batteries, believe it or not. Now you might ask yourself, why 6 AA batteries? Well, to be honest, it actually fires these bullets off. Like the bullets on this belt will come off and fling off. So like some of you know that on my Facebook, I showed a little preview of this gun before I decided to make the YouTube video. It literally rotates the barrels, pretty neat. So yeah, it rotates the barrels. It's a pretty neat little functioning little prop. That's what I liked about it. Now if you're asking me how much this costs, this actually cost me about 45 bucks to get. Which, in my area, it's kind of hard to find toy guns like this because many of the stores that we have, like Walmart's, Target's, Toys R Us, don't actually sell a variety of different types of guns. But I actually seen the name brand company who makes this sell different types of other guns that sell the like the ejecting bullets, the real load up clip guns. Like they, for a generic, what I would call a generic toy company, they actually make some pretty badass looking toy guns. It kind of makes me envious that if I had these as a kid, I'd be a hell of a lot happier than what we had before. And trust me, back in the 90s to a little bit of the early 2000s, we didn't have such complicated little toys like these. So that's what I love about this prop. So I'm going to show a demonstration of when I say that when you feed the belt, it ejects the bullets. So I'm going to do that real quick. By this button right here that's on the trigger, which does the whole thing. This gun's kind of loud, but you know, for being operated on 6 AA batteries, it's not too bad. One of the things I will say is, like I said, these bullets do come off, and make sure you read the instructions on how it works, because I didn't read it and I almost like destroyed this gun first go around because I'm a typical guy who needs instructions. But I'm going to load this up. I've already lost about 6 bullets because this thing, like I said, it legitimately ejects the bullets. There's a little thing on the side that will tell you where to feed the bullets in. You just feed it in there and wait for it to pop. And so I'm going to do a couple of shots in fast motion and try to get some in slow motion. So that's how it looks like in fast motion. I'm going to do a little bit of high speed just for the hell of it. I might stand up because it looks a lot better when you're standing up and you're holding it and the bullets just sort of fly out. They legitimately fly out when you are firing this thing out. It looks pretty kind of cool for a prop. paid for what I wanted, for what I got, for what it's worth. I think I actually broke pretty even. I'm debating because with the battery operating system, with the barrels turning and stuff, I don't know if I want that. Maybe I just want to carry this around as just a non-operating prop. I'm debating about that still. I don't know, because the sound effects, I mean, it'd be kind of cool. I'm thinking about, I might get some like Halloween. There's called a Belt of Bullets at a Party City that I go to for some of my shopping for Halloween stuff. And they got a thing called Belt of Bullets. And I might get that and sort of rig it to attach here, keep the batteries in, and just use it for the simple fact that it's got a damn turning barrel. Cannot argue with that. That is like probably the one thing that blew me over the most, was the whole turning, functioning barrel. And I was just like, well damn, that is exactly what kind of prop I want. Something that has functions, does what it's supposed to do, and doesn't look too bad, really honestly. I'd say for what I got, for what it's worth, it's excellent. So, really honestly, not a bad prop. Not really a bad prop. I love it for what it's worth, for what I paid for. It was worth it. So, stay tuned next time whenever my jacket comes in, and we'll go from there. See how the jacket turns out. I bought it last Friday, which would have been the 30th, and it says 3 to 4 weeks, so I don't know if I'm going to get this in. I'm not know if I'm going to get the jacket in time for Halloween, but you'll definitely see it for Gen Con. It'll be definitely for that, and maybe next Halloween. I don't know, just depending on how things go. So this is Sam Burge telling you, have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell if you would like to get notifications whenever I upload a video. I mean, I know some of my uploads are pretty random. One moment I'm doing this, one moment I'm doing a Let's Play. But it's just kind of how my channel is. I don't have a set specific of what I do. I just do whatever the hell I feel like, because that's my motive, is just do as you please. So, do as you please. And have a nice day.
Stars.